Okay, it's late. I'm tired. Let's see if we can get this thing to go right finally, okay? I learned a couple things real quickly. For some reason, this thing just reloaded on me real fast for some ungodly reason. And now I have my ballparks, and now I have my, I have a lot of things. Face gens showed up too, and although I don't want face gen, I want photos, so someone's going to have to teach me how to do photos. We'll work on that. Not that I care about photos, I really don't. But it'd be kind of nice. And if these guys have a blog page that I could just record stuff into there, like, you know how I do the box scores and all that good stuff? Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, here we go. We are in the second game of the 1969 baseball season. In the first one, the Boston Red Sox did defeat the Baltimore Orioles 7-5. This is the third try of the 1969 season, guys, so I'm a little teed off because I lost a perfectly good 1-0 game. I still got the award, but I lost a perfectly good 1-0 game. And the Orioles won the first one 6-2. They were on their way to just tearing it up early in the season. Okay, we are at Memorial Stadium, Baltimore. I'm not keen on the picture, but I think if the thing came down, I might have that picture I'm looking for. Starting lineups. Here we go, and that's why I like this page. Just not even without question, so I like this page. For the Boston Red Sox, starting in center field, the switch hitting Reggie Smith. So far, he is 1 for 4. He has 4 at-bats, batting .250. Mike Andrews is next. He is also batting .250. Well, he went 1 for 4, got an RBI in the first game. Krajewski is 0 for 4, batting .000. So is Ken Harrelson, who went 0 for 2. He had 2 walks. Tony C is also batting .333. He went 1 for 3. Like I said, one thing I am lacking is what did they do? Okay, so that'd be a little bit on the weird stuff. I think I may have that set. I like the modern 3D setup, but it misses information in my eyes. I like the classic a little bit better. Granted, I can't play with the day scores. It's perfectly fine. Okay, if I could, if you guys could tell me how I could put, like I could have the running scoreboard going on, because that's always nice to announce the games. I mean, we got a couple other games that did that. If I remember right, Al played him too. A real good one too, if I remember right. Okay, George Scott is batting. He went 3 for 5. He got a home run, 3 RBIs, actually 4 RBIs. He got the only home run in the first game, and it was a good time to pick it. Rigo Petrocelli is also 2 for 5. Russ Gibson was 1 for 3. Of course, this is Ray Culp's first game of the season, and we will talk about him when we go into the game itself. For the Baltimore Orioles, Don Buford is the starting left fielder. He's also a switch hitter. He went 3 for 4. He went 3 for 4. Paul Blair went 0 for everything his first time out. Frank Robinson will be batting third. He went 1 for 3. Had a nice little triple and got stranded. Boog Powell went 2 for 4. Got 2 RBIs. So did Brooke Robinson. He went 1 for 4. Got 2 RBIs. Elrod Hendricks came in. This is actually his first official game. He came in the first game to pinch hit. Davey Johnson went 0 for everything. Mark Belanger went 2 for 4. And then we replaced him because he's not exactly known as a great hitter. And of course, this is Mike Quayer's first game. And we will have a nice little discussion about Mike Quayer because this was also his first season in the American League, just coming in from Houston. He was traded for Kurt Blefary. That was the main play. So let's get this in. Again, as I said, we are at Memorial Stadium. Come on in. There we go. Like I say, I don't like the way this looks because in Baltimore, this is not where Memorial Stadium is located at. This is a park. And this looks more like Yankee Stadium than it does Memorial Stadium. So I do apologize for that, okay? We're in the classic 3D view because there's stuff here I like. The number of pitches, what the stats are right in here, pretty much. You got to get a good idea, okay? I'm using the 1-20 system, Al, unfortunately, so that's what we got going on there. The bullpen, I bring them in instantly, so they're not coming in cold, but it's like, let's play and pretend they're warmed up. Mike Quayer is on the mound. In 1968, he went 8-11, had a save for the Houston Astros. 2.74 ERA, 133 strikeouts with 45 walks. Okay, let's get the dice. Hey, wait a minute. There's no dice. So, Reggie Smith is up to bat. We are going to throw with the first pitch here, and let's get Cuellar to work. Reggie Smith will be batting right-handed against. Okay, they're going to duke it out. It's 52 degrees, 15-mile-an-hour wind, and he strikes out on a 66-mile-an-hour changeup. Nice pitch by Mike Cuellar. Coming up to bat will be Mike Andrews. Actually, that was a 91-mile-an-hour pitch. Take that back, 91-mile-an-hour fastball. And like I said, I could do this. This is nice. I like it, okay? And you can see the stats. I got all the good stuff over here. All right? Let me show you the modern. That's the way I feel. I'm missing things, and that's what bothers me. This is nice. Actually, there's the pitch count right there, but this is nice, okay? But I like to see what they did last year. It's good to see the history of the players. It really is nice to see that. And I'm not sure I can fix that. But what I do like to see, and I'll show you, is this. This is totally cool. I like this, okay? We can do the out-of-town scores and have a great time. I like that. I can play in either one. It doesn't bother me. Like I say, I don't like the ballpark. All right? It looks too much like someplace else, not Baltimore. I have been to Memorial Stadium, so that's why I say that. Okay, here we go, guys. And the pitch to Mike Andrews. Mike Andrews gets it up there. It's heading out towards center field. Coming on in is Paul Blair. Makes the grab out of deep center, and there was plenty of room. There is 2 down. Due up to bat is Carl Yastrzemski. Carl Yastrzemski has yet to get a hit this season so far for the Red Sox. He went 0 for 4 in the first game. And here is the pitch to Yaz. Yastrzemski hits out towards left field. Buford's coming on in to make that play, though, and makes the grab on the short left field porch. That's the inning. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of first half inning is Boston nothing. Baltimore coming to bat. Don Buford, Paul Blair, and Frank Robinson. So you guys see real quick. I don't mind it. I really don't. Okay. It does the same thing. Oops, sorry. In the classic option. So the only difference is I can see what I'm looking at. Ray Culp in 1968 went 16-6 for the Boston Red Sox. 2.91 ERA, 82 walks to go along with 190 strikeouts. That's about a 2-to-1 ratio, a little more than that. Did give up the gopher ball 18 times, but he threw 216 innings. Right now, I'd like to see a pitcher this year throw 216 innings. He's got pretty good movement, good control, or decent control. I'm not sure what STU is. Somebody's going to have to help you there. I was going to say stamina, but that's not true. He has a stamina of 20. Don Buford's up to bat. Batted last year, 282 for the Baltimore Orioles. I do not have a stolen base. He can steal a base, though. He's a switch hitter. He will be batting left-handed for the Orioles today. So far, here is the pitch. And Buford hits out, slicing out towards left. And Yastrzemski makes a great catch on the run. Nice running catch grab by Yaz, and that is 1 down. Due up is Paul Blair. Paul Blair so far has not gotten a hit yet this season. Last year he batted .211, one of his worst seasons he ever had. He had a career up to 1968 of .255 batting, so he's starting to hit. Real life in 1969, I think it's 1969, he went .285. 26 home runs, 76 RBIs. Will he get close to it? I don't know. Do I care? No. Here's the pitch. And that's Frank Robinson. He went 1 for 3 in his first game. No RBIs. He's up to bat. He will be going up against Ray Culp. Here is the pitch. And that got just past on a high pop-up to our first baseman, and that is 3 down. No runs, no hits, nobody left on for the Orioles at the end of 1. It is all tied up. So, guys, let me know which way do you like this. Classic 3D or the modern 3D. I like either one. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It's up to you guys. I think all mine. I think they just imported it. I think they just imported. In all honesty, Scott, I just had mine came in a little bit late. It should be Face Gen. The ballparks all came in, so I think something happened. They all dropped in finally. I'll figure this out. Okay, here we go. And due to bat for the Red Sox is Ken Hawk Harrelson, who Has a 0.000 batting average. Has a stolen base. Knocked in a run. I believe it was on a ground ball play. Here is the pitch. And that is a walk. That is a, Harrelson has a second walk, I believe, in this game so far. Ball 4 on the 3-2 count. And he is at first. He gets a free ride into the base. Tony C is up to bat. This is his comeback year. He's batting .333 so far. One hit, 3 RBIs. But like I said, I prefer to see the best previous year. And I can just do that by grabbing this real quick. He did in 1968. 1967, before he got injured, he was hitting .287. Had 20 home runs by August. Heading up that way again. And here is the pitch. But first off, let's see what we can do here. And throw to first. Get Harrelson. And he's over there safe. Wasn't one of Cuellar's best moves, but he got it over there anyway. And covered by, like I say, Tony C. Let's see what happens. I've used this play before also. Because Harrelson will try to steal a base. Pitch out, ball 1. And here we go. On a pitch around. And that is a third strike call. Went for the check. Hendricks got the appeal. And he says he went. Strike 3 on Cuellar. That is 1 down here in the top of the second inning. Due up is George Boomer Scott. Home run the first game. 386 feet out of right field. He did hit it opposite field. And consider that he's a pull hitter, which this doesn't tell you. By the way, that's what he actually here says normal, so Here is the pitch to Scott. Harrelson's on first. Scott's heading it out, getting over towards Frank Robinson, and he makes the running play. 2 down on a great catch in deep right center. And that'll be 2 down here in the second inning. Due up will be Rico Petrocelli. Rico Petrocelli is batting .400 right now. He got an RBI in this first game out there. Now, for real, this is the season that Petrocelli hit 40 home runs. For the Boston Red Sox, I saw the game. He hit 2 of them. They were playing Kansas City. Now, I was there on the third base line at Fenway Park. So, here we go. Here is the pitch to Petrocelli, a very dangerous hitter. So, we're going to try a pitch around real quick, see what happens. That's going out towards Robinson, and that's going to hit the wall. No! He gets it on the sliding at the warning track. I thought it was hitting the wall, and that is it. 3 down here on that pitch. Let's see if we can get a second look-see at that. Hold on. Let me go to the other way, because that does do it. Let's see if we can get a replay on that play by Robinson. There he goes, heading on out, and the sliding grab, and it is a great catch. So, at the end of 1.5, Boston, no runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. We are in the bottom of the second inning here at Baltimore. Coming to bat is Boog Powell, Brooks Robinson, and the catcher, Elrod Hendricks. Boog Powell so far he's went 2 for 4. Did get 5 RBI run for Baltimore in the last game. And here is the pitch. Gibson's at Culp's at the mound. He's ready to go. And he strikes out Powell. That is Culp's first strikeout of the game. Due up is Brooks Robinson, the human vacuum cleaner. Brooks Robinson so far has shown that so far in the first game. Let's see if he can continue it going. Here is the pitch. And as it sounds like a broken bat hit, Culp though gets it real quick, fires over towards Harrelson, and that is it for out number 2. That sounded like a broken bat, guys. Due up is Elrod Hendricks. This is not his rookie season, by the way, just in case anybody doesn't catch on. He was in here too long. He got involved in 73 games, according to them. Did bat .202 for the Orioles. He has a couple of the mini seasons, but they weren't enough to count for rookie season. Here is the pitch to Hendricks. And that's going out towards right field, but here comes Cuellar, and he makes the play. That is 2 down, and at the end of 2 innings, it is Boston nothing, Baltimore nothing. We've got a good game going here at Memorial Stadium. Coming to bat will be Russ Gibson, a known pull hitter. We're going to see what happens here starting with the start of the game. And here we go. Cuellar's ready to go. Gibson's ready to go. Here is the pitch. And right over to Belanger. He makes the play. Another vacuum cleaner over there on the right-hand side of the infield for Baltimore. Due up is our pitcher, Ray Culp. Ray Culp, and this is what I like here because I got batting averages here. Last year he hit 114, did get 3 RBIs. He's not a big hitter. He's not a powerhouse hitter, but he can hit. So he is a sort of a threat as a pitcher. Here is the pitch by there, and he is struck out by Cuellar. That will be Cuellar's 3rd strikeout of the game so far. Cuellar is definitely El Fuego right now early in the game. So this is the first through the 3rd inning, so you never know what's going to happen here. Due up is Reggie Smith. This is his 2nd time up at bat against Cuellar. Cuellar does have a walk so far. And Cuellar's going to see if he can get around him and see what he can do to Smith. Here is the pitch. Right over. Oh, Robinson drops it. And does he get it? No, not in time. And Reggie Smith is on first for the error by Robinson on the drop ball. Could have been routine, and he just played catch. He just couldn't get the handle on the ball. Coming up to bat will be Mike Andrews. There is 2 down here in the 3rd inning. Here is the pitch. And Andrews hits to Cuellar. Cuellar is able to pick it up, fire towards first on the slow tapper, and that is 3 down. So Cuellar gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 run left on base at the end of 2.5 innings. It is Boston 0, Baltimore 0. And out. I hope you're enjoying the game there, Scott, as it goes along. I'm just still learning the game, so everybody please bear with me. All right. So I'm still trying to figure this one out. Getting there. When we're going to the bottom 3rd, Ray Culp is on the mound. Ray Culp so far has thrown 18 pitches, so he's throwing a good clean game. Coming to bat for Baltimore is Davey Johnson, Mark Belanger, and Michael Cuellar. Here we go. Here is the pitch. And Davey Johnson gets it over Andrews' head. Andrews' head in between. Fires, gets out there. Caniglia fires it back in for the base. It just gets over the head of Andrews. Davey Johnson gets his 1st hit of the season here. And coming to bat will be Mark Belanger. Mark Belanger went 2 for 4 in the last game, the 1st game of the season for the Orioles. Culp is on the mound. Davey Johnson, let's take a look and see what he has for a steal. It's still on base rating here. He can do it. He has a rating of 11. So it's not too bad. It's not great. It's about a 5. So he is a smart race. He doesn't have the speed, though, to really do it. So let us not take the chance here early in the game, and let's bring him in. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Hold on. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Here is the pitch to Belanger. Ah! And that gets over in between the legs of Petrus. Happens here. And there's my replay. Okay, I found that too. Coming to bat is Mike Cuellar. There is no down. Mike Cuellar can bunt. Culp is on the mound. The infield is in. Johnson's at 2nd. Mark Belanger's at 1st. And Mike Cuellar is going to do exactly what's going to go on. He's going to give the bunt. Drag bunt. Oh, too far over towards Powell. He is out. Johnson is out. Cuellar hit it too hard. Over towards Harrelson. Harrelson was able to scarf that ball up. It was perfectly played. He had it all the way. And there is 1 down. Cuellar just hit it too hard on that pitch. There was a 92-mile-an-hour throw. Coming to bat will be Don Buford. Don Buford in the 1st there, and give you guys how the ball player did during the game without having to create a scorecard. That is the biggest question of them all. If I can do that, this game would be perfect. I wouldn't need it. Here is the pitch to Buford. Culp is in the stretch. And that gets over first. There we go. To Petroselli, and back to Harrelson, not in time. Buford will take first, but it is a forced fielder's choice, 3-6 on the play, and Cuellar is out. Belanger's on 3rd. Blair is at the plate. Buford's at 1st base. We have 2 down here on that great play. Great heads-up play by Harrelson. Paul Blair is here. Culp's ready with 2 down. Here's the pitch. And Andrews couldn't get over the second short, so he gives over to Harrelson for the 4-3 play, and the side is retired. Baltimore had runners on at a third base, but couldn't get him across. And at the end of 3 full, it is Boston nothing, Baltimore nothing. Coming up to bat for the Boston Red Sox is Carl Yastrzemski, Hawk Harrelson, and Tony C. 3 very dangerous hitters for the Red Sox. Oh, let me see if I can do that. Okay. That'll work. That'll work. Consider it done. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. Here we go. Looks like Stolz's getting used to broadcasting this sucker, so everybody bear with me. All right. Here is the pitch by Cuellar to start the top 4th inning. Carl Yastrzemski is up the bat here. And Yastrzemski hits that one out, and it looks like it's coming in shallow. Robinson's waiting for it. There is the play. And Robinson comes in and makes the catch. Coming up to bat will be Ken Hawk Harrelson. And I am going to leave the top in. I need a little help with that play-by-play because I still got to get used to who the players are, so I'm going to leave that alone. This can stay. Now that this is wide, this can stay, no problem. All right, here is the pitch. Hawk Harrelson's up. He is 0 for 0. He walked his last time up. That was his second walk of the season, or second or third walk. Here is the pitch. And that is going to be ball 4. That is the second walk for Cuellar, and it's the second time he has walked Harrelson. On a 3-1, it was a check swing, no swing on a low pitch. Coming in is Tony Canigliaro. Top the 4th inning, we are in a 0-0 game, and here we go. Here is the pitch. And they're going to fire over there, and I think Harrelson's in. He gets the stolen base. Runner is on second base. That is his second stolen base of the season. And I should have anticipated it. My fault. Here is the pitch. That is heading out on a short pop-up infield. There we go. Caught by Belanger on the infield. Makes the grab. Harrelson will stay at second base. Coming up is George Scott. George Scott is 0 for 1 today. Like I say, if I could ever find out how I could find out what they did during the course of the game, because like an action PC, you just lean over the guy and he'll tell you what he did for that, what he's done so far for the game. That'd be just brilliant. It really would. Here is the pitch. And Scott gets a hold of it, but it's hanging out towards Robinson. He gets back there and makes the catch in deep right center. And that is 3 down. At the end of 3.5 innings, it is Baltimore nothing, Boston nothing. Coming to bat for the Orioles is Frank Robinson, Boog Powell, and Brooks Robinson. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Culp is on the mound. Okay. Culp is on the mound, and here is the pitch to Robinson. That's heading out towards right field. Is it going to drop? Yes, it is. Robinson will get the base hit, and he will scrape her back towards first. Nice one down the line. Canigliaro fires it back in. And if you haven't caught one of Al Red Sox fans' games, these 3 guys here have guns for arms. By the way, just so you know, and I can show you real quick. Actually, I have to do that. Sorry about that. Let me return back. Tony C has an arm. Defense is 12. He has a great arm out here, I believe it is. I think it shows it. It's an outfield arm of what they call 17. I may have redoing this one here on the settings. I could do that. And Reggie Smith also has a cannon for arm. They've announced that many times this game, and so does Yastrzemski in these younger days. Boog Powell is up. Robson's on first. Here is the pitch. And Powell sends it out there coming in. Canigliaro's going to pick it up, and Robinson gets back. We have one out. Canigliaro got into that ball. Robinson had to escape her back towards first. We have one away. Coming to bat is Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson, who I want to say in the, I think it's 1965, but I want to say in 1961 or 62, when Baltimore finished second in the American League, Brooks Robinson won the Most Valuable Player Award. Here is the pitch. Little cheap number. And no, not in time. Robinson's on speeder. He beat the throw on that number. Gibson didn't move it fast enough, didn't get up that quick, but he did get the lead runner out. 2 down. Robinson gets in with the fielder's choice on that one. Elrod Hendricks coming to bat. He is 0 for 1. Here is the pitch. Going to take one to see what happens. That is a strike on the changeup, a 75-mile-an-hour changeup by Ray Culp. Here is the pitch. Heading towards short, and he gets the, and Petroselli makes the easy play to Mike Andrews, 6-4 for all you keeping score, and no runs, 1 hit, 1 run left on base, and at the end of 4 full, it is a 0-0 game. When I get to the offense, Scott, I got to ask you one question, okay, and we'll take care of that. Rico Petroselli is up so far. He is 0 for 1 today. Cuellar seems to have a pretty good handle on the man. And here is the pitch to Petroselli. That's heading out towards right field. It don't look good, and it is not good. This one is gone. For the Red Sox, first hit of the game, and it's a 380-foot home run. And Boston takes a 1-0 lead. Cuellar's first home run of the season given up here. And coming to bat will be the catcher, Russ Gibson. That was not nice on Rico Petroselli's part. Tried to get around him, tried to sneak one past him. He snuck it out. Here is the pitch to Gibson. That's towards Brooks Robinson. He fires it over there right across the diamond to Boog Powell, and he makes the play. 1 down. 2 up is Ray Culp. Ray Culp and Mike Cuellar right now are in a huge pitcher's duel. Can't complain about that. Cuellar's ready. Here's the kick. And Culp pitches out towards left field. Heading that way is Don Buford on the fly ball. Makes it routine looking and gets the catch. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning in a 1-0 Red Sox game. 2 up is Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith today is 0 for 2. Here is the pitch. And he hits Smith. He hits Smith, and Smith just takes a nasty look at Cuellar before he heads down first base. Umpire may be going out to give a little challenge on that one there and have a few chats. And Hendricks is going to take a quick visit to the mound to get Cuellar to calm down a little bit. And he sees, yeah, he's just got play left in the tank. Let's see what happens here, okay? Not doing bad. He has thrown 79 pitches so far, has 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and now that hit batsman. Here is the pitch to Mike Andrews. And Andrews heads out towards Belanger. Oh, it gets past Belanger, the diving Belanger, and Andrews will make the base hit. He tried, but he lunged for it, couldn't get it, and we have runners on first and second here in the top of the 5th inning. Coming to bat is Yastrzemski. The left-handed Cuellar is throwing to the left-handed Yastrzemski. Let us go see what happens here. Maybe he can get around it. Here is the pitch. Yastrzemski hits out towards left field. Buford's coming down to chase it down. Does he make the grab? Yes, he does. And he hauls it in for the 3rd out. But the Red Sox get 1 run on 2 hits on the home run by Rico Petroselli. And at the end of 4.5, it is Boston 1, Baltimore nothing. It is an official game. What is our weather? We have the skies clear, 52 degrees. Wind is going out towards left, so that ball that Petroselli hit was a muscle ball. And we have 17,558 people here attending the game today here in Baltimore. Due at the bat is Davey Johnson, Mark Belanger, and Mike Cuellar himself. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. And I could do that. Okay. Go into options, game options, viewing option. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Options, game options, viewing options. Hang on. Right here? No, okay, don't get viewing options. Okay. Ah! I got the player labels at small. Hang on. Oh, I had it in small labels. I didn't like the large labels. They were just a little bit too big, but I'll show you what I mean. Okay, let's go back to the game. I don't like... Okay, yeah. It's kind of cute, but the thing is that then it doesn't show our little guys. I might show little guys running around. Let's see what happens here. All right. Okay, where am I at here? I am in Modern 3D. Here we go. Batting is Davy Johnson. Davy Johnson so far is 1 for 1. Here is the pitch by Culp. And he walks him on a full count on that fastball, 91-mile-an-hour fastball that got inside, and that is Culp's first walk of the game. Due up is Mark Belanger. Mark Belanger is also 1 for 1 so far this game. Got away with one. Like I said, the man can't hit and he can bunt. Infield is playing out there. They're going to see what they try to see. Hopefully they can get the defense to pick up a double play ball here. Be kind of tough because Belanger does have a little bit of speed. Here is the pitch. That's heading out towards the end of the second. Fires over to for one. And to Scott and to Harrelson for the other one. And that is 2 down. Double play by the Boston Red Sox. Excellent, excellent, excellent play. And we are now have Mike Cuellar up to bat. He is 0 for 1 today. Here is the pitch. Strike 3. That is Culp's second strikeout of the game. And that is it for the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base at the end of 5. It is Boston 1, Baltimore nothing. Due up to bat is Hawk Harrelson, Tony C., and George Scott. Hawk Harrelson has walked twice, got a stolen base so far, and he has yet to score, but that's what's been going on. Here is the pitch by Cuellar to Harrelson. He is in the 6th inning. Let's go see what happens here. And Harrelson smacks it over towards Robinson. Just sucks it up like that. Fact cleaner he is. Fires the pile to first, and he's scooped up in the dirt on the short hop. And Harrelson is cut down. Okay, that is nice, but I don't like it, so we're just going to not worry about it. Okay, I'm going to get back out of here, so guys, bear with me. It's just a little bit too much room on the game, so I want to keep it sort of quiet. Takes away the view a little bit. I know what it does. Everybody has their preferences, Scott, so you know what it is. Okay, here we go. Tony C. is up to bat. He is 0 for 2 today. And here is the pitch. And he is struck out. That is Cuellar's 4th strikeout of the game. Excuse me. And that is 2 down. Due up is George Scott. George Scott today is 0 for 2. Been collared just a little bit here. Here is the pitch to Scott. He is heading that out. That looks like that's going to get in the gap. Heads towards the wall. Here comes Blair firing it back in. And Scott is safe with a whip. Drops in for a double. And that is it. He is on second. Cuellar is not done yet, but he is. We're going to have a little chat to see what's going on. Let's find out. Rico Petrocelli, and here is the throw. Petrocelli over to Robinson. Robinson fires over towards first. Makes the play 5-3, and that's the 2nd time this inning. And for the Baltimore Orioles, no runs, 3 hits, and an error. Due to bat for the Baltimore Orioles is Don Buford, Paul Blair, and Frank Robinson. The line on Culp right now is 5 innings. He has 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, giving up 3 hits. He is only thrown 56 pitches. He's throwing a very quick game. Buford's on the plate. Here is the pitch. And that is a ball. They thought they were going to get away with that one with an outside pitch. Here we go. And ball 4. He is walked. Buford will take first. Blair is coming up to bat. And here we go. On, see if we get a hit and run going. No, it's a pitch out. Buford's going. Out! He is tagged out. He got caught stealing. Blair's supposed to hit the ball, and that obviously did not happen. Gibson to Andrews, and he made the play. Here is the pitch to Blair. 1 down. And Blair hits it out deep towards center field. It's going out that way, and it is caught by Smith by the warning track in the wall. That is 2 down. Baltimore's just getting a little frustrated. Here comes Frank Robinson. He is 1 for 2 today. He has one of Baltimore's 3 hits. Here is the pitch. And Frank Robinson gets in there, drops it into center field. Smith fires it back in. That is Robinson's second hit into shallow center field. And we have 2 down. If I had not tried that hit and run, we could have possibly had bases loaded. Boog Powell is up to bat. He is also 0 for 2 today. Here is the pitch to Powell. Gets it out there. Andrews able to scarf it up. Fires real quick to first. And that is it. 3 down. 4-3 on that side. Retired. No runs. 1 hit. 1 run left on base. They had 2. And Reggie Smith. Cuellar has seen him has seen him now for the 3rd time going around. And here is the pitch to Gibson. Gibson hits a number going to the pitcher, and he fires it over towards Powell. There we go. 1 down, 1-3 on the dribbler. Due up is Ray Culp. He is 0 for 2 today, so he's sort of not helping his cause either. In a very tight pitcher's duel going on here. Here is the pitch. Cuellar hits it towards Powell. Powell's able to get it, flips over to Cuellar, and makes the play. 3-1 on that for the play, and Culp is out 2 down. Due up is Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith is 0 for 2 at this time. He's batting 167. Here is the pitch. That's heading out that way, but Blanchard's able to pick it up. Fires to Powell at a 1-2-3 inning for the Orioles. And that is going to be my new tradition for the game here. I need to look up something real quick, guys. Okay, so we're all having a good time. Yeah, the small labels seem to be just a little better. So for the broadcast, yes. About the only time, let me look at this game real quick here, guys, so I can set this up. I need to look at the schedule results. In the game for real, it ended up being a 2-1 game. By the way, just so everybody knows, this was a 2-1 game in this game here. So it really was a pitcher's duel. They both pitched their hearts out in this one. Let's see what we got going on. Let's have a ball game, guys. Culp is on the mound. Brooks Robinson is at the plate in a 1-0 game, and here is the pitch to Brooks Robinson. He gets a number heading out towards 3rd, being fired away from our man Scott over to Harrelson, and we have 1 down. The versatile George Scott, who can play 3rd or 1st. Red Sox are glad they had him. Due up here is Elrod Hendricks. Elrod Hendricks is 0 for 2 here so far in the game. Like I said, I don't keep a score. I'm not keeping a scorecard for this game here. We got to figure that out. So here is the pitch to Hendricks. That is a ball, and 4 straight pitches. He is walked. Coming to bat for the Orioles is Davy Johnson. Davy Johnson so far is 1 for 1. Culp, that is his 3rd walk of the game. And here we go. Johnson will take the pitch. Ball 1. Looks like they were looking for a pitch out on Hendricks. Hendricks is not a fast runner. And that's when they have to go into the stats to go look. He is not a fast runner. He's actually a very slow runner. Most catchers are back then. Very few could do it. So, definitely a fast runner. All right. Oh, let me look at this real quick. I just caught something here. I don't know if you saw this, Scott. Hold on. Let me bring up Hendricks. Look at this. The only thing it doesn't tell me? Oh, look. Hold on. Nope, doesn't tell me what he did. That would be the coolest thing out here. If you could open this up and go, yeah, let's see what he's doing. 2 at-bats, though, is what he has. He now has a walk. All right. Not bad. I like that. That's good. We'll keep that. Here we go. The bat. Here we go to Davy Johnson, who is 1 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. That's heading out, and Pepsilli at 2. Andrews 2. Hawk, and that is it. End up a double play to end the inning, and it is a 1-0 game. Boston. We are going into the top of the 8th inning in a huge pitcher's duel between Mike Cuellar and Ray Culp. And coming to bat for the Red Sox is Mike Andrews, Kari Yastrzemski, and Hawk Harrelson. Boston's trying to see if they can get another run on the board to make it a little tougher for Baltimore. And here is the pitch to Mike Andrews. He is walked. Cuellar starting. Looks like Cuellar maybe starting to get a little tired here. And that's on the 3-1 count. He does have 121 pitches. Let us take a look here, see what's happening. We'll send Hendrick up to go play a visit. 21 pitches. So that is perfectly fine. Let's go back to our board. Here is the pitch to Yastrzemski from Cuellar. And he has struck out Yastrzemski. And that is Cuellar's 5th strikeout of the game so far to go along with 3 walks. Got him out on a 1-for-1-2 pitch on an 85-mile-an-hour change, it looks like, or a screwball. Here is the pitch to Hawk Harrelson. Hawk Harrelson's at the plate. Andrews at first. And here is the pitch. And he walks Harrelson. That is Cuellar's 4th walk of the game. Due up here is Tony Caniglio. Runners are on first and second base. Tony C is up. Here is the pitch. And it's a ball. He has walked the bases loaded. And we're going to have to play this one safe, guys. The infield will be coming in to see if they can get the play at the plate. Due up is George Scott. George Scott's not exactly a ground ball hitter. Here is the pitch to Scott. And he does. He hits it out, heading out towards left field to Buford. Let's see what's going to happen here. Makes the grab, and no! Andrews did not tag up. There is 2 down here. The Orioles got lucky on that. That Andrews didn't try to tag. He's not exactly the fastest runner out there either. Again, just a quick look. And no, he's not very good at base running. He's only got a 5 count. So we'll go back to there. And here is the pitch to to Rico Petrocelli, who is 1 for 3 today. Batting .375. Now does have the lone run for the Red Sox today. Here is the pitch. And he hits it out, hitting deep into right center field. Blair's going back. Will he make it? Yes, he will. And he reeled that sucker in, and that just retires the side. But the Red Sox had the bases loaded. They could not take advantage of it on 2 walks and a base hit. Due up for the Orioles is Mark Belanger. Mike Cuellar, though we may end up bringing in a pinch hitter for him, as the Orioles have got to get a run scored out of here. And Don Buford. Belanger today is 1 for 2. He is batting fairly well for the Orioles. He always has a nice, good early season start. Culp is back on the mound. Here is the pitch. And he is walked. We are going to be bringing in a pinch hitter this time. And let's see what we can do here. Okay, I need to look at the game real quick. I do apologize, because the answer is Dave May. I had to answer that question first. Dave May was the player who pinch hit for Mike Cuellar in the actual game, so we will bring him in. Yes. And he is the pinch hitter. Whoop. Sorry about that, gang. Game action. Here we go. Dave May. Dave May is for the season. So far, he is 0 for 1. He hit 191 for the Orioles in 1968. Came off 235 season. This is not a home run hitter, guys. Get over. We can't. Not much we can do. Here is the pitch. And he gets it out there. What is going on? That's going to look like a routine fly ball for Canigliaro. And Belanger scrambles back. Due up is Don Buford. Don Buford today is 0 for 2. He has walked. He got caught stealing. And here is the pitch. And it is a walk. And that is the 5th walk for Ray Culp to go along with just his 2 strikeouts. And he is throwing 96 pitches. He's starting to get down that way. Up here is Paul Blair. Last time up, they tried to do a hit and run, and he got caught. Here is the pitch to Paul Blair. And Paul Blair gets out. Slow roll. It's going to be a base hit. Are they going to send Belanger in? Yes, they are. He is coming in to score. He is safe, and it's a 1-1 tie. We have a 1-1 tie, 1 down. And on the base hit by Paul Blair, Buford will take 3rd. Scott, I got a question. What is this send force? I don't want to use it if I don't have to. I have no idea what that is, and that bothers me, so I have no idea what it is. Coming to bat is Frank Robinson. There is 1 away and a 1-1 tie here in Baltimore. And the Boston Red Sox has put in a new pitcher. Sparky Lyle's coming to pitch, and they have relieved George Scott. Dick Schofield will be playing 3rd base. Let's get some numbers on both these characters. Schofield, that way he can bat in the 9th inning. Dick Schofield, 1968, were the St. Louis Cardinals, batted .220. Pretty much a journeyman baseball player. He's been with the Cardinals, the Dodgers, the Phillies, it looks like. Man, it doesn't really hit. He's a spray hitter. And that is his record. For Sparky Lyle. Sparky Lyle, 1968. Whoops, hello. I didn't play that game all day today. Sparky Lyle today in 1968 for the Red Sox went 6 wins, 1 loss, 11 saves, 2.74 ERA on 52 strikeouts, 14 walks. In 65 innings pitched. Here we go. Frank Robinson is at the mound. At the plate, here is Lyle. He is in a 1-out situation. Here is the pitch. And balk. Lyle is called for the balk. And Gibson is not happy with that call. And the run scores. Buford is at home on a balk play by Sparky Lyle. And it is 2-1 Baltimore on a fluke play. Blair's at second. Orioles have a 2-1 lead. Here is the pitch to Frank Robinson. Pitch out, and it's a walk. They're going to put him on the intentional walk. Why? Except they want to pitch to Boog Powell. We have 1 down. Boog Powell has good power. He has decent eye versus left-handed pitching like Sparky Lyle. He can hit better left-handed than he can right-handed against them. If I bring up the other view, you can see it. Here is the pitch to Powell. Blair's at second, Robinson's at first. And he has struck him out. That is 2 down. Coming to bat will be Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson is 0 for 3 today. Here is the pitch to Robinson. Runs on first, second. Lyle's not even going to get into the stretch. Here's the pitch. And he has struck out. Lyle gets 2 strikeouts for the inning, but the Orioles get 2 runs on a couple of hits, and on 1 hit, a walk, a balk. At the end of, we need a pitcher. The pitcher coming in for the Baltimore Orioles should be Dick Hall, but we're going to let him rest. He pitched the last game. I put him in. And we're in the top 9th inning here. We're going to bring in the closer. Eddie Watt is going to come in and pitch for the Baltimore Orioles. Eddie Watts in. He'll be pitching to Rico Petrocelli. Whoops, I did that again. Didn't mean to. Gotta get used to this one here. Rico Petrocelli. Fella up. Nope. That's for Gibson. Scott O'Brien, or Sid O'Brien's coming in to pinch hit for Bob Gibson. He came into the first game also and did a pinch hit job. I believe he pinched it for Jim Lomborg. So he has nothing here going on yet. Watt is on the mound. Eddie Watt for the season so far. Last season was 5-5 with 11 saves for the Orioles. Keep in mind, 1969 they're just starting to come up with the closer role, but he could still, most of these pitch closers, they'd pitch 2-3 innings, wouldn't even break it to a sweat. Here we go. Here's the pitch to Sid O'Brien. O'Brien hits out towards our second baseman and makes the play. Davy Johnson to Boog Powell. And we have one down. We're in the top of the ninth inning against the Boston versus Baltimore. Dick Schofield's coming to the plate. This is his first at-bat for the season. Here is the pitch. Picks up Reggie Smith. And for the first time this game, Smith is batting left-handed. Here is the pitch to Smith. They're not even going to fool around. Reggie Smith hits to Powell. Powell walks it to it. That is the game. And Watt does his job. That was his first of the season. And Baltimore improves to 1-1. Drops the Red Sox down to 1-1. Baltimore, Paul Blair aided with that run-scoring error. With that run-scoring single. And helped when Sparky Lyle threw that bulk. And was allowed Don Buford to just walk in for the second run for the winning run of the game. And Cuellar did a great job. So let's go to our bats first as they are up here on top. Boston only had 3 hits. That was it. Single hits by Petrocelli, Mike Andrews, and George Scott. Petrocelli's lone hit was the home run. His first of the season in the 5th inning off Mike Cuellar. George Scott had his second double of the year. And Krajewski and George Scott and Petrocelli all left runners in scoring position. Reggie Smith was hit by a pitch. And Hawk Harrelson had his second stolen base of the year. Boston participated in 2 double plays. For the Baltimore Orioles, Frank Robinson did go 2 for 3. He had a walk. Nobody in Baltimore had an extra base hit today. Everything was done on singles. 5 hits. It was a very, very light hitting game for the Orioles. Paul Blair did get the lone RBI for Baltimore, like I said. Don Buford's 1 error. Boston 1 runs, 3 hits, no errors. And the pitching lineups. Ray Culp, our losing pitchers, 0 for 1 now for the season. 2 runs on 5 hits. Unfortunately, he gets credit as they were both earned because the players were on during his time. Walked 5, very poor walk ratio. Struck out 2. He did get 97 pitches, had 53 strikes, just too many walks. Sparky Lyle came in, pitched 2/3 innings, struck out 2 batters, had 12 pitches, 7 for strikes. And he did issue a walk, but he's, like I said, he had the bulk. He inherited a run he did allow it to come across, so that's also so not quite a blown save because it was tied game. Mike Cuellar pitched 8 great innings, 1 run on 3 hits. He walked 5, though, struck out 5 with 144 pitches. He'll be taking a break. And Mr. Watt came in. Ed Watt came in, pitched an inning, faced had 6 pitches, had 4 strikes in there with it. Had 3 had no ground out. He had 3 ground out pitches, so he did quite well, kept the ball on the ground with sinkers. And that is it for our game. So the notes here is Mike Cuellar is the player of the game for his pitching prowess. It was 52 degrees, and since it was done for 17,558 grateful fans, and the time was not quite 2 hours and 30 minutes. That is it for our game today. Let us see what is going on around the league. So what we're going to do is we are going to just finish the day, at least. And we'll do that real quick. And the standings. Here with 2 games. The Senators are 2-1. They're playing pretty good, doing a pretty good job here early in the season under Ted Williams, the new manager. Minnesota's yet to lose a game. The Cubbies over here. Houston's playing well right now, 3-0, with the Cincinnati Reds right behind them at 2-0. Houston just got done. I believe they opened up, or San Francisco and the Braves opened up with each other. So let's take a look at what our scores were here in this game. In our second day here at the ballpark. We are going to look at the 10th of April. So let's drop down one here. And there we go. We know our game right here. I don't have the highlight reel set up. I got to fix that. I thought I did. Okay. Cleveland beat Detroit 3-2. Romo got the win. McMahon got the loss. Probably both relievers. Player of the game was Sutton, Sam McDowell. Take a look. And home runs were by Dick McAuliffe, his second of the season for the Tigers. For the Indians was Lee May. Sam McDowell struck out 7, walked 4. Not sure why he got the player of the game. I don't think he deserved it. Mickey Lois came in and got 2 walks on 8 strikeouts. He did a better job, though he gave up more pitches. And that is the Tigers game, so let's go back. Bop, 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 bop. I know I go back this way. I keep forgetting about that. It's my fault. All right, here we go. And the Yankees and Senators were locked into a 2-1 decision. Higgins won. Lyndon McDaniel took the loss. Washington scored another one in the bottom of the 9th inning. That's where I figured Mr. Hannon probably got the player of the game. Over the National League, the Pittsburgh Pirates won. The St. Louis Cardinals nothing. All earned in the second inning on a Willie Stargell home run. Doc Ellis got the win, and Ray Washburn took the loss. Over in Shea Stadium, Montreal beat the New York Mets 5-3. There weren't any home runs out there. Jasper was a winning pitcher, and Gentry was the loser in that one. Chicago over Philadelphia 13-5 in a real slugfest for the Cubs, and the Phillies had a few hits themselves. Ken Holtzman over Woody Fryman. Dick Allen had a home run. Larry Heisel had their home runs for the Philadelphia Phillies. For the Chicago Cubs, Jim Hickman, Ron Santo, Billy Williams had 2 home runs for the Chicago Cubs when they had a 16-hit barrage, followed to join up with 2 Philadelphia errors. And the Houston Astros edged the San Diego Padres 2-1. Griffin got the win, and Kelly got the loss. San Diego, Brad Davis, or I think it's Brad Davis, I'm not sure who it is, got the home run in the second inning. The only one that got. Houston scored 2 in the top of the 8th to win the game. Jack Bellingham got the save. And that is it for our wonderful games here. I would like to thank D. Scott Howard for putting up with me. Hopefully everybody else will get a chance to watch this game. This is true. 2 bloops in a balk. Break up the centers. I got to see a few other players play. I got to see a few players play for the Red Sox when they were playing for the Portland Sea Dogs over here in the AA Eastern League. So I got to see them. When I was in Jacksonville at the time, I got to see a few Detroit players play because the Jacksonville Suns at the time belonged to the Detroit Tigers in the Southern League. So anyway, I want to thank you much for putting up with me, Scott. You take care. Anybody else who sees this, as I always ask, thumbs ups are always welcome. Yeah, I know. And this is even a cardiac. I'm not even going to call this the cardiac league. I'm trying to figure out a good name for this bunch. I am going to call it cardiac too, though. I may do that. But anyway, I want to thank these guys. Anybody else in here? Thumbs ups are always welcome, and constructive criticism is always needed, especially with Out of the Park. I can do right now until I can get used to the game, figuring it out. I need all the help I can get. I'm not even going to lie. Take care. Have a good evening. I got to be up at 6 in the morning. I still have to go to work. At 62 years old, I'm still working. Trying to make it to age 70 if I can, and I could draw my retirement. Anyway, take care and have a great and wonderful evening, folks.